I am your host, Eric Falgu, and today my guest is my really good friend, Ashley Dufresne.
Actually, best friend, but it's whatever.
Right.
Thank you for pronouncing my last name right. I love that.
You're welcome. Just talk a fistful away from the mic, Ashley. That way the listeners could hear you.
A fistful.
That's what Joe Rogan says.
Oh, that's what I heard.
Yeah, well, speaking of...
Oh, wow.
High Noon, shout out. Yeah, shout out sponsor.
It could be a White Claw, could be a Truly. It doesn't matter. It could be
could be a Jameson.
Woo!
Same thing on the table.
Give me a Jameson with a pop top.
So, what's been going on?
You know.
You got a busy life.
What isn't?
I brought my notebook. It's completely blank.
It is so big, your notebook.
It's
like, what is going on? I love me a legal pad.
That's what they said.
That's what I hear that they said.
That's what they said.
So does my dog's nips.
How's your job? How's your business?
Sorry, I'm in the business of honey.
Honey? You make honey?
No, I'm just keeping the economy alive, one buzz at a time, just like the bees.
Yes. What is your business per se?
Which one?
Talking to microphone. Well, shit, how many businesses do you have?
I'm what you call a entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. What's the definition of that?
I guess that I watch a lot of Shark Tank, and so I judge myself highly, especially around, can we just get some Christmas bells in here? Because I freaking...
Jingle all the way.
Fucking hate the holidays. I hate them a lot. So I judge myself so hard.
Hard.
I go hard in the taint. Hard.
Taint.
Hard. However it says. Hard. I go very hard on myself, and it's like, dude, who's going to die? Which stepmother am I going to be? How many dogs I'm about to raise? I had to pimp out my dog's vagina. It's a very...
lucrative business.
It is.
Your dog had 10 puppies, right?
Sorry, PETA, please don't fucking judge me, but she did have 10. One died.
Right.
Also, PETA and other people, please don't judge me, because it's a circle of life. And The Lion King just was re-released 3 years ago, so please calm down. But look how happy she is. She's happy as a clam and shit.
She's a strong woman.
She is. And she don't need babies. A man.
No, women don't. Y'all don't need us.
We do.
Technically, what's the word? Procreate? Is that the proper?
Yes,
I'm
very
learning.
good.
Yeah. Shout out,
shout out to Shalmation.
That's it.
That's a real clap.
Who's from there?
I don't know. The parrot, dude. Maya just yawned. It was cute.
She's like, I'm bored as fuck. So
no, she loves it.
You working on big projects right now towards the end of the year, because it's Christmas in a week.
Am I working on houses in the projects? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Am I working on projects inside of my own mind? Yes, as well. But
you're perfect for this show, right? Because it's ADHD all the way.
Oh yeah, I'm the worst.
You have two of them. What do they call that? I don't know. One of my customers said that she was ADD and ADHD, but there's a specific term.
It's called Life. And have you ever heard of it? Have you seen the show The Masked, not The Masked Singer, that's just
Masked Dancer? Or is that a show?
Oh yeah, wait, keep going.
Shit.
Can you see my voice? Can you see my voice?
The Voice.
It's not, no, The Voice. There's a show called Can You See My Voice with the guy from The Hangover that goes, my balls. No shit. Asian guy?
Yeah.
Okay, so he has his own show now.
Okay.
I know,
yeah,
right?
He has everything.
Yeah. He's got everything. Yeah. And so then there's this whole new show spun off on a show that he was on, The Masked Singer, and then all of a sudden it's oh, wait, sir. Now you get, Can You See My Voice? That's his freaking show. And he never stops claiming that he's a doctor,
right.
Not King Jong-un or whatever, but he's that.
Didn't he go to Tulane over here?
Yes.
You could pull that closer to you if you want. I think it stretches out a little further. The microphone.
Are you talking to your wife about your penis?
No,
I can't right
shit,
now.
I wish. It doesn't stretch that far. But
sorry.
you know, you can move the microphone arm just a little closer. That way you can, you know, yes.
Say that then.
Boom.
Is that better?
Perf. That way they could hear you, you know. They could see you, but they want to hear you.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is like the opposite of my entire life.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
I love that. So yeah, there's that fucking show, and then it's like let me see your voice. It's so odd, and you should watch it because it's strange as hell. And
I wonder what made him like want to even create a show like that.
Well, so he says it's just to help people. So they always have this sob story.
Right.
And thank you for guiding me back to that, speaking of ADHD, because this last guy that I seen on there, he said, my son, he suffers from this massive disorder. And he's like, oh, Kinjun. I call him Kinjun, and I don't know why.
Right.
I don't know why.
I think his name's like Danny, but
it might be Johnny.
Right. I think it's like, yeah.
It might be Jimmy
like
John's
fucking up his name,
Po'
but
Boys.
yes.
You're absolutely correct.
He was Mr. Chow on here. Mr. Chow.
My balls, that guy. And then he's like, all of a sudden he's like, oh, I just love the just helping people. And I'm like, dude, what?
Well, I mean, he definitely has like a crazy upstart with his career because I guess he is a doctor.
Yeah.
And then like played a doctor in like a few movies, which didn't, I guess he got on The Hangover after that. I don't fucking know.
He never lets you forget.
Yeah.
Every single show
he's
on.
like, I gotta go to my OBGYN patient.
Speaking of
right
OBGYN, I want to low-key fuck Joel McHale.
Who's that?
Name
Joel
McHale used to be on the what is that show that like used to make like before and after Chelsea Lately, like on E Network? It's canceled now. The Soup.
Yes.
The freaking Soup. Oh my
Joel
god.
McHale.
He used to annoy the shit piss out of me, but now I kind of like sit back and I'm like, I might fuck you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
He's just like hates everything, but they were on Community, the show together.
Right.
So it's like, wow, y'all really did find each other. Oh.
Business calls, business texts.
Wow, that was so inappropriate of me, and I'm so obviously sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's only episode 4.
I never do that.
We still don't know what the fuck we're doing.
That's when we're telling Joel McHale when he actually has sex with me. I never do this.
Right. What is it? What will he tell you?
He will say,
I do this all the time.
Back to
maybe
the
not.
studio.
Maybe not. Yeah. Back to you guys.
He'll be like, he's like not even that hot, but he's like hot to me because he's just a douchebag. Not that kind.
Right, not a D bag, but not a fuck boy.
We will go back and circle back on that, but
okay.
fake doctors.
Gotcha.
Can
Let's call him Danny.
Danny Jiggleworth.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck that show. It was, but they have these people on there, and it's like, let me hear your voice. Let me see your. I can't see your voice, or whatever the fuck it's called. Why? And so they have like fake people doing fake voices, real people doing real voices. It's quite the anomaly. It's insanity. And they go on there and it's like, first of all, it's embarrassing as fuck.
Right.
Like, let's just get that out there in the open.
But people are trying to become famous.
Oh.
Like they'll do anything to become famous.
Yes, exactly.
Sell their soul.
It is
act
so
like a fucking
odd.
fool.
And they're like, oh, this is the cheerleader. She's been doing this since 1992. And maybe she can and maybe she will.
Right. Maybe she's got a shot.
And they're like, yeah, I used to be a Dallas cowgirl. And now I'm just writing these notes into the sunset. And then the other one's like, yeah, I'm the trash man. I'm just taking it out and putting it down. And it's like, dude, y'all, stop it. And then one's like looking like fucking Bruno Mars. Who knows?
Huh. Well, I mean,
excuse me.
There's just so many.
Excuse me, ma'am.
There's just so many. Yeah.
Shitting.
Maya is literally shitting in the studio. That's
she's
what she
having
thinks.
A moment, y'all.
She's like, hey.
Maya says.
She's like, hey, fuck
Blue,
everybody.
that was your fault.
Yeah. Our dogs are being extra tonight,
I love
trying
it.
to show their asses, but it's okay. You know?
I'm all about them buttholes.
Yeah, well,
Are you?
Everybody. Oh yeah, of course.
Well,
It's the best thing since sliced bread.
that's what I see when I look in Blue's eye. Just the one.
Just that one.
Just
She's
her
got one
brown
blue.
eye. Just her brown eye.
So let's talk about when we had to dock. Was it dock or dot? I forget what I had to help you do on Halloween.
Quit eating shit. Dock the tail.
Dock the fucking tails. For people that don't know what docking a tail is on a dog, a newborn. So basically, Ashley called me on Halloween day, and she was like, "Hey, I'm desperate. I don't know who else to call."
Well, I call a lot of people when I'm desperate, but
Right,
it's fine.
right. She probably called everybody, and I was the last. But the fucking thing is, she was like, "Dude, I need you to help me dock my dog's tails." And I'm like, "Dogs?" And she's like, "Yeah, blue head babies."
In my defense, your wife and yourself are like two of the closest people I know, and
Correct.
like you also dock a lot of tails on our gay friends' fucking head.
Right.
The way we know each other, so it's like, what?
Well, I mean,
Who's gonna cut a rat tail off of? Give a gay guy a mullet and come back again through this world and still be one of the best hairdressers in the city.
his mullet looks badass, by the way, JP.
I can't stop getting photos of it.
Yeah,
Shout out JP.
yeah. I'm gonna have him on when he comes back.
Who do I think I am? I wish I could just like venture the island.
Well, I don't think it looks good without the mustache. So if he didn't have the mustache, he wouldn't look the same. and like I told, he's like, I feel so powerful with this fucking mullet. I'm like, well, dude, you look powerful. And I mean, plus you got like a fucking 10-inch dick or 9-inch. So I mean, you know, like you're just a powerful man.
Secondly, no. No.
I don't know. It's something like that.
We're going to
He
shout
told me
out to
once.
Jared on that one.
Yes. Shout out Jared.
Also shout out to the fact that I barely got a single lap dance at their wedding, but that's neither here nor there.
That was a strange wedding, huh? Not strange wedding. Not on their part.
It was strange for some change.
Right. No, the wedding was great. It was just some of the
I
complications.
love when he sent me a crying photo of the guy that walked out on me, but that's all good.
Well, so somebody caught that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's why the wedding was
always
strange. Ashley had a little hiccup. Hiccup.
Yeah. I needed some soda water and I just couldn't get to it.
She brought a date.
He was not half my age, but half my mentality.
Right. And he good dude. I was rooting for him as I always was.
As was Liebna.
Yeah, as was Liebna. And like I told him when I went outside to chase after him because he walked out like a little bitch.
Mind us all, he had
out.
to chase after a guy that I was dating who has actually called me for the last 3 nights, babe.
Right.
I'm sorry, it's not you, it's me. And
I've said that before.
to the likes of, this is for the best. Oh, those 3 a.m. phone calls. Those are mine.
You already know what that's about.
Those hit home really, really good.
That's like, are you down to fuck? If not, okay.
I love the ones at 4 a.m. that say, you alive? That's just my personal favorite, like a fan favorite. I don't know, but
yes.
that's my personal fave. And then it's like, oh, I was out on Friday night with another, dare I say, a male.
Prospect.
Sip my tea.
It's like a Coca-Cola commercial in here. Shout out.
Oh, Dr. Pepper is a part of me, except
There you
it's
go.
not. It's called Jameson Irish whiskey. Get it? How you live?
Alkaline water.
Oh my God, any alkaline water, I will
Shout
just
out.
like take it.
I'm just trying to figure out how to get sponsors on here, so I'm just shouting out everybody.
I'm shouting out alkaline water because it literally pumps through my veins, and then also does Jameson and candles.
Well, if Jameson, right. I'll let
All
you finish.
the candles. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish. I mean, Beyonce had the best record of the year, but I'm gonna let you finish. Yes.
Speaking of those candles, so your business, it is sort of like candles mixed with Jameson bottles, correct? Ish.
It's a lot of shade.
You're just very good at what you do. So, like, tell people what you do. Besides date a bunch of half guys.
Okay, it's not a bunch. It's
No.
one
Well, you
gay
know
guy.
Yeah, right. True.
We're gonna get to that. Like the
we got time. We got time. I got it all written down on here. See,
some things.
blank paper, blank slate, open book.
I only read in Braille, so it's like whatever.
Right.
But yeah, so I had to breed a lot of dogs to get to these nuts.
We didn't even finish the fucking docs, and the ADHD is like really hard tonight.
Well, isn't that the point?
It is. So
Like-
docking the tails technically means.
Oh my God, let's talk about this doc. Bam, bam. Wait, can we get a... Bam, bam.
Yeah,
Dotson.
We could probably get some hand claps on the little buttons. We're still figuring shit out right now, but Schwinn's like on the keyboards mixing it up.
That was good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we fucking cut these dogs' tails the fuck off.
Yeah, and Ashley was like, "Hey, I need you to help me dock a dog's tail," which I fucking knew what that meant up until I did it. And it means to cut the tail off. Like, you know when you see a dog with like a little nub tail, you know, like a Rottweiler or any type of dog like that, those get cut off. I knew
like
that, but I didn't know. I thought that a specialty person, say a veterinarian or a surgeon, but no. A 36-year-old hairstylist. For like PETA to not come for us ever,
right. I did not send for them.
Well, the video that you showed me right before we started was pretty funny because it was some guy. I guess he was like a middle-aged drunk white guy with his daughter,
he
like
was
talking
everything.
Shit, drinking a beer, talking mad shit
with
like
a bucket.
Right,
and
with a bucket.
It happens every day, people.
And when
it does.
Well, yes, apparently. But when you measure the dog's tail, you measure it with a dime, okay? That because they're so little, and you're gonna cut this tail off
and it's
to
top
dock
of the line.
Yes. So she had two different types. Well, she had one type of cutting tool. It was it looked like a fucking
best.
It looked like a vice grip cutting plier.
Wasn't the best.
And I told her, I said, Ashley, first off, I don't even like blood.
Well, I called Liam at first, but she had aesthetic.
Yeah. She was taking a test.
I'm so sick of people fucking doing like their Lord's work.
Right. Trying to be somebody. But we had it all prepped out. I as a professional certified hairstylist.
He sure motherfucking did.
Had everything sanitized and
Blue's
this and
ears
that.
just went.
And to mention, I did not know what I was doing, but I watched the video and I told Ashley, I was like, well, nobody else is here to do it, so I guess I got to help you. And it was probably one of the fucking scariest things I've ever done in the past 5 years, besides getting sober.
That's sweet.
So I told her, I said, if this cutting mechanism doesn't work, I'm going to freak the fuck out.
And we knew it wouldn't.
Right. So
I said
we measured the dog's tail with a dime. I don't even know where this guy came up with it.
They say put it under the tail.
Yes.
A dime.
Correct.
And then you cut.
Correct.
Now.
Yeah, there isn't like a specific measure. I mean, I guess it was like backwoods measuring. You know, if you a shit kicker in Mississippi, it would have worked out good for you.
It was Australian Shepherd tail measure. But
so we did the first one, and I let her do the count 1, 2, 3, and I fucking squeezed it so hard I thought I broke the tool. But luckily the dog's tail was still halfway on, hanging, yelling
lucky? No, that was no lucky.
Yelling like God knows what, and then she pulls out this big old pair of shears.
I said I was ready.
Yeah, like some katana fucking Japanese cutting
Paul
shears.
Mitchell, by the way.
And then I like barely snipped and it was done. So after that, I was super scared. I was freaking the fuck out. And like this dog, we had to put some little blood stop on there. She had everything. I mean, we did it in her kitchen, which was pretty cool because we were cooking dinner after that.
Yes, absolutely.
Meal prep. But,
meal preps, all the training.
Yeah, so we did
cast iron skillets.
We did. Well, we're gonna fry up this tail.
The dead dog went in there. Just kidding. I'm so joking. No.
Well. We did
air fryer. I'm an air fryer guy.
Yes. Well, you want them crispy and light.
Yes, thank you.
And so we did the second one.
One in my fridge for you.
And I mean, it literally looked like this. You're measuring the tail. You got this, and then she's just like 1, 2, and I'm just like snap 3, and then it's like. And then it's done. Good. But those scissors, the second pair of shears worked really good. But the whole point of this story is, and I'll probably post it later on, is that I did 9 of these fuckers, okay? and I'm not trying to be rude, I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm glad the other dog didn't make it because I was fucking freaking out each time. God. And like Blue's looking at me, Ashley's dog, and she's just like, you motherfucker, I'm gonna rip your head off. I mean, a little bit. She liked it. But it's just the fact that I'm like, this is how they do it? 2 of them
screamed and it was like annoying.
Well, one of them kept bleeding. I don't know if I cut the ass too tight or whatever. I mean, I don't know what happened, but I just know that as blood was all, and Ashley's just like taking it like a champ. See, I don't do well with blood. That's why my wife's gonna be a nurse, not me. Like I cut hair for a living. And
That's
people
why I
like,
call her first.
well, yeah, and people are like, oh, well, you cut hair for a living. I'm like, dude, I never cut myself, and when I do, it's like rare.
And that's why I
I'm
whipped
not,
out the shears and I said, garçon.
Right.
Excuse me, garçon.
I took a comb and the shear, and I went like, anyway.
And I was like, I have no friends to cut my fucking dog's tails off. It's fast.
It was probably one of the funnest days of my life because I was texting Lieb and I was like, dude, Ashley's like got me doing this crazy shit, but I was like, you know what? I'm glad I did it because I was proud of myself and I helped out a friend.
And you laid them out.
Yeah, and I mean, like, to know that these like 9 little puppies were like they were good now. I mean, at first I was like, dude, I hope they don't fucking bleed out while she
loving
sleeps.
them fucking tails, bro.
Yeah, well, I had them all lined up and I wanted to make like little baby rabbit's foots out of them, but we don't know how to do that. So
we need to learn that because
it was pretty wild, like literally like little tails. And then we realized we don't know if we cut too much off. I mean, you know, it's a crapshoot, you know.
It is.
It is. Yeah.
But I think that it was all like we put it all on and it was like adorable. And yes, I think that giving them to the new owners would be like, and here's your lucky little rabbits.
Yes.
Would be adorable, but like maybe everyone's so PC, but like why you don't want that? Like I don't get it, but I still have them, you know, I have a couple for you.
Right. Oh, you saved them. Thank you.
Yeah, I had to scare Megan with a couple of them.
Well, if you could have made like those out of like a little fucking keychain, I mean, you'd have to put some bells on them, because they, you know,
I'm on it. Maybe like sunken into a candle or something.
Right.
But I have to like
maybe some paperweights.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. You know.
Epoxy.
Yeah.
Just just drifting in the middle of the table here. That would be so sick.
So while I was helping Ashley do that, I noticed she has this fucking huge workshop in her backyard. Because Ashley is a
problem child.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
that's self-explanatory. Like your business.
Oh.
Yes,
yeah.
dude, your business. Duh.
Yeah, that.
I don't want to tell everybody everything.
I mean, cereal.
Cereal?
Yeah,
What kind?
with milk on it, probably.
Right. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
No.
Lucky Charms. No. Okay.
Maybe Lucky Charms, like without the marshmallow.
All the What? Without the marshmallows, bro? But you're eating like bland.
I literally hate the marshmallow.
I heard a little kid say that the other day, and I looked at him like he was fucking crazy.
Show me that kid.
Who was that, babe?
It was probably me.
Yeah, it was like he was just like, I don't like marshmallows, and I looked at him, I was like, what the fuck?
Marshmallows are freaking gross.
I thought kids love marshmallows. Anyway,
kids do.
So your
that
business.
kid grew up quick, whoever that kid was.
Yeah, he is ahead of his time for 4 years old.
It might have been that redheaded kid.
It's possible. I'm trying to think what.
Ed and Eddie.
Oh, yeah. Well, technically they're like blondish, I guess.
Okay, don't get me.
That's
a whole nother topic of what's strawberry and what's red.
Right.
And ginger.
Albino mixed with blonde.
Albino's a whole other ballgame.
And Eddie would say that he has Audubon
Eddie's
hair.
a freaking albino.
He has Audubon hair.
Shout out to Eddie. You're an albino, and you already know that I make fun of you every day.
He said Audubon on a horse's ass. Is that what he...
Audubon in the sun more. Yeah. Am I right?
Well, dude, if he got in the sun, he would fucking burn to death. Like a vampire.
If his son got in the sun, he wouldn't be so flirtatious with the ladies.
So jaundice.
Am I yellow?
Yeah.
I'm going to have a sip of this alkaline water. It's so good. It almost tastes like it was made from celery salt.
Possibly.
Shout out to celery salt. Can't get it across the border, but you can get it on me.
There you go. That means two things. So
it's just a European joke.
That's it, dude. Well, I mean, you know, I'm from the West Bank. I don't get jokes much.
That is kind of true.
Possibly. I'm learning though. I love learning. I'm very open-minded to all kinds of things.
Yes. Well, on that note, actually,
just go back to through your notes. Yeah.
Yeah, that note. No. I don't want to talk about Megan like that, or the West Bank, or Algiers Point, or the ferry. The ferry is very interesting.
Is the ferry still running?
Fuck if I know.
Because I mean, people that live in the Point, which is in New Orleans, Louisiana, Algiers Point, they take the ferry to go to New Orleans. It's like right there, but I don't know. I don't even know if it's fucking running right now.
I didn't even know that it existed until I had to have SEX with someone who
right. And you took the ferry to go there? That would be badass. Take a ferry to go fuck and then come back.
I had to take the ferry.
Or fuck on the ferry. I mean, it's like y'all can meet on the ferry.
No, I would have never.
Bring it back and forth.
I said, "Where are you bringing me, sir?" And then I was like, blacked out. Those are my blackout days.
Okay, okay. This wasn't like recent shit.
That was like literally last week.
Okay,
I'm so changed from that.
Right. Well,
JK.
I mean, yeah.
No, I would never get on the fucking ferry again. It's like too cold.
Especially right now. It's kind of cold outside.
It's too expensive now. Just kidding. I would still do it. Just kidding.
JK.
I fucked a guy on the fucking ferry, and it was retarded.
It's not a big deal. Everybody fucks on the ferry.
To the fact that I said that, I do not mean in that. I mean in a 90s way.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even a big deal. Everybody fucks.
I got my car code. My car code. Bleh. I didn't even. My car actually did have a code, like went on the door handle at the time.
Right.
It got towed during Red Dress Run of that year.
Right.
And those were the good old days.
Fun times,
bartending.
Yes.
Shout out to the service life.
Yes.
Still in my heart.
Yes.
And I ran the whole bar, got my car towed, and ended up fucking one of my employees. What a mistake.
Wow.
It was so disgusting.
So you're like, hey, you want a raise? And he's like, yeah.
He said, do you want a raise? And I said, you work for me. And he said, no, not anymore, bitch. And I said, And he said, get on the ferry. And I said, bon voyage.
Oh, shit.
And then I got there, and then I woke up to some pita chips and wondering what the fuck my life was actually about. And then there was that. So
what flavor pita chips?
Just plain.
Yeah.
Just the salt.
Yeah, it was okay. Sea salt?
The yellow ones, like with the lady on it.
Yeah.
Santita Pita or whatever her name is. Shout out to her. I lived off of those probably like a week straight because that's all we did. And then after that, it was like, ooh, I need to quit my job and get the fuck out of here.
How long did you bartend for?
10 years, but not there.
But you were like, when I first met you, like I've been knowing you for a long time, of you, but when I first officially met you, you were like running a bar. And as far as like professionalism goes, people, you know, like there's bartenders, right? There's people that tend bar. And then there's people that like fucking run the whole entire bar.
Oh, shucks.
And that's pretty much what Ashley does.
Oh, I ran away from the bar a lot.
Yeah, but you still, it was your bar. You didn't own it, but it was your bar. Like you ran it like a professional businesswoman, even though, you know, people might look at you and say, oh, she's just like, you know, she's a cute blonde. She's doing her thing. It's crazy. Like, she crazy. I mean, I've seen you whip somebody's ass before, but the point is.
On
like
another note.
Right. Not whip it, maybe smack it.
And whip it good.
Right. But you ran it professionally like you do your business now.
I have been known to hit someone with a broomstick, but like.
Possibly.
Let me just say, you knew that they deserved it. Like, no one comes up on my people like that.
Right. Yep. And like by her people, the people at the bar.
Any page. I mean, like some patrons.
Right.
That should be that's a whole nother thing. But it's like.
But you took it serious.
Don't go to a bar and like change someone's songs that they paid like $20 to skip. That's just rude.
Didn't you want to own a bar at one time, or yeah? So what stopped you from that?
Probably just like knowing people who own bars for so long, and I would venture to say the last 2 bars that I worked in, it was just
you were getting sick of it,
treacherous.
I mean, you like ran a whole bar by yourself. I remember that. Like I remember walking into the bar and I was like, "Fuck, she's literally," and it would be packed.
6 years of my life, it was just so. It was so much going through everything from like, you know, starting to the finish, hiring, firing, ordering, making sure that everyone had their ding dong and their ping pong and then everything else and the signage and like the liability aspect. And when you get into that, it's like.
But you ran it like it was your own, which I always admired about you. Because, like, you know, I would talk to people. People know you. A lot of people know you. Like, a lot of fucking people.
It's an unfortunate amount.
Right? I mean, and you get mixed reviews from people. But, like, what I saw was this woman that is totally misunderstood. You know, in a good way and a bad way. Fuck, people suck. Anyway, but so do we.
I think it makes perfect sense.
It does. And when I saw you working, I was like, she is literally running this whole place like it's hers. And now you've transferred that into your actual business that you started, your brand, which is very exciting. And
yes.
What is that?
Thank you. Like, all I ever wanted to do was just shine a light on people who just put their heart and soul into stuff, such as yourself.
I'm trying.
And just people who give everything to everything that they believe in. It doesn't matter where we come from or who we are. It's just what makes you or breaks you, doesn't break you.
Right.
If that makes sense. You know that makes sense.
Well, yeah, dude. I mean, you got a crazy story. I mean, you've been, New York as a model. You're a hairstylist, bartender.
Yeah. I'm not a hairstylist like you. I don't have that patience.
You have that. Well, there's a difference.
I get pissed off at my own self.
Patience and talents are two different things. I have to work hard for it. I think yours comes natural, but you've like transcended that into your artwork that you do with your business. No, I feel.
VV, because I think the same, because that's where we can connect, right? Because it's like, I broke up with my boyfriend. I want to like cut all my hair off and like.
And I'm like, I know exactly what style you need.
Yeah, I need a whole new look. I want to go all black.
Yep.
Ooh, what about some streaks of
a bob?
Red? Oh,
straight up bob.
Oh my
Just
God.
Chop all your shit off.
Wait, can I pull up my MySpace or Pinterest photos real quick?
Dude, MySpace.
Honey. And it's like, you realize the man goes, right, girl? Oh, and then don't even. 2 weeks later, 1 week later, what do?
Extensions?
Yes, I got back. He loves my long hair. He loves it.
Guys love long hair, though.
No shit, Sherlock.
It's like, what's wrong with like pixies and bobs?
Dude.
I think a chick with like, her neck showing is like more sexy. Even though I love long hair, I think short hair is sexy too. So I don't know. But I do hair.
You're an open-minded individual,
yeah.
And that's you.
Yeah.
But these girls that are coming to the chair, it's like,
right,
just as well as I know. It could be 2000 and late. It could be right now. Like, you could be living in the year 3000. Girl, honey, you're gonna want this hair back. So like, stop it.
Right.
Please stop.
Talking him out of it is probably better to keep the customer.
It is. And then especially when they're like, I didn't do box dye on my hair. No. And you're like, so your hair just like grew this color.
Right.
Just like a 2 overnight. Right. Just met you and this is crazy. And you're a 2, bitch.
A level 2 is like dark brown, almost darkest brown.
Like,
that's the color.
It's literally blark.
Yep, blark.
It's not black, but it's blark.
Yeah, technically there isn't a black in the color level system for people that don't know.
Just like my favorite color.
Yeah.
It's either like there's no spectrum.
Yeah.
But it's like if you take the rainbow and you just take your right hand is black and then your left hand is white.
Yin
and
yang.
then yeah, and then you have the rainbow like in between, like you're the Lucky Charms guy, and then you just go
boom, magic.
That's blark.
Blark.
And it's freaking annoying. So stop dyeing your hair, chicks. Stop it. And then when they cut their bangs, girls, honey, please stop it. Please stop it.
Like doing it themselves, right?
And then you're like, oh, so what? Let me do some cross examination here.
Well, now there's like curtain bangs, right? Like, you
yes.
know, and I'm looking at that and I'm going, it's just a longer version of thrown out bangs.
It's just freaking bangs, y'all.
It's just like it's just a longer version. They're like, I want some curtain bangs. I'm like, fuck.
So we're in the 70s.
So you want me to cut your hair almost grown out bangs? Okay, I got you. I could do that. Yeah, sure. No big deal.
That's what bangs always should be, because everyone who cuts bangs is like super disturbed.
Yeah, hair. Yeah,
including myself.
Yeah,
in
usually
2010.
Yeah,
I was there.
Shout out to
2010.
Usually when
I have pictures of it. I wish I could scroll the screen about it.
Dude. Well, you'd be able to see you perfectly because you'd have bangs.
Well, yeah, but actually I couldn't see myself because every time I blinked, it would be like, ow, ow,
Right.
ow, ow, ow.
Well, I love when they're like, hey, you know, I want some bangs. And then like, I'm like, well, a week later you'll be back so you can cut them again because they're like falling in your eyebrows or your eyelashes.
I know. It's like,
"But I
okay,
really
Heidi
don't."
Klum, calm down. Like, you can't even do it. You cannot, like, it's like the sexiest bangs they hit. And then with these weird ass, like, don't even get me started on these weird ass eyelashes these days. Like,
Well, that's the new thing, right? The new age.
is it? Because I want to fucking fly out of a window every time I see it.
Well, if you got your eyelashes done, you possibly could fly out of a window.
Well,
You
that
pick
is
up enough
actually
speed.
facts. I know. I want to put some on me just so I can just leave this earth. Sometimes
Dude,
I'm like,
you could like clean your whole house with your eyelashes.
I
if you
keep
got 'em
some in
done.
my glove box just so I can just like.
It's like a feather duster.
meditate.
It's like a feather duster. What
It's so disturbing.
So tell people about your new endeavor because you know
They
a
can.
lot of people know you for bartending, but like, what do you do now? And like, because you're super passionate about it. I seen you working. You're working your fucking ass off.
Sure am.
Yes.
I know. That's why it's like so flat now.
Right.
Nah.
Squats. joke.
Just saying that. Just saying that.
Just natural.
Oh, that's just Blue. Sorry, Blue.
There you go.
That's my dog. Yeah, I'm like super nerdy about recycling.
Which
Always
people
have
might not
that.
think you are.
I know,
Which
everyone-
is, shocker to me. I was
I
like,
know.
fuck.
It's like a bum. It's a moment. But I've always been that like weirdo collecting bottles, and I had
From the bar.
from
Bars.
yes bars, and
Well, not like she goes to bars every night, but she's worked at a few bars.
I'm a dumpster diver of sorts.
Okay. There you go.
I
You
am.
said it, not me.
Yes, I did.
But that's
I put it
cool
out there.
because when you told me that, I was like,
Blue's
wow.
like, I'm actually like, she's looking at me right now like,
She's like,
we've actually like gone.
you've actually thrown
She's
me
like,
in there.
what are you talking about recycling day? Like, it's not our thing. Yeah, baby, I love you and I protect you. And I do.
So what do you do when you find these bottles?
Well, it was just a thing for me. So after I lived in New York for 3 years, I was like, they recycle, right? So
In New York. I mean, they recycle down here too, I guess.
they didn't.
Right.
Not glass, no.
Gotcha.
And then, so don't even fucking check me on that because I will come and check you back.
Gotcha.
That's where the passion like started with it. And I've always just been like an advocate for recycling and upcycling and repurposing, and flips were in my family. And just like watching, not even to go into the childhood trauma aspect of it, but
Right.
it's like the ripping up of this and that and the tearing down and the whatever. And I'm like,
Repurposing.
that was perfectly good milk, or like
Right.
that was like super good wall or sheetrock. And it's just like all of a sudden you just come to this like head where it's like, oh, this could be like, these things could be these other things. And then I was in Talented Art. Yes, I was in
Shout out.
shout out to Talented Art.
Gifted
Miss
and
Margie,
talented.
what's up? Miss Pal, boom boom. If you're still alive, I think you are. I tried to Google you, but like I don't even know how.
Were you in that like your whole life, like gifted and
Yeah.
talented?
Yes,
They
so
call it?
gifted.
Yeah, there you go.
I think it was like get me off the campus,
Right.
but at the same time it
I'll
was
draw
like,
some pictures.
she's like, the toucan, I can see it in your head. Just draw a tropical bird. And I was like, caca.
Shit, yeah.
Can you be my mother? I don't know. And then I don't know. I just feel like to this day, like maybe, but or who knows? I hate Fruit Loops though. Shout out to Fruit Loops.
Yep.
No offense.
I only like the milk after you eat Fruit Loops.
Ew.
Straight up. Yep. Don't like the
I've
Fruit
never
Loops,
been a
just
cereal milk person. I was always like the milk on the spoon.
Yeah, most people are. Yeah, they hate the milk, which I think is weird as fuck.
I only like milk or cereal. Separate. Shut up.
So
I digress. So yeah, so
So
then
through the
I
arts.
just got through, I just saw in New York like how much they were contributing to, like they would have recycling come and pick up each week, like glass. Dope, right? Like
Right.
normal seems like a normal fucking thing.
Right.
I worked in different cities. I worked in different states. And everyone did that. So it was like whether I was staying in a hotel or just like whether it was a weekend or a week, it was like, what is the difference between what I'm doing at home and am I crazy for bringing this stuff to a recycling center?
Were you doing that before you started seeing that?
I was always recycling, but never glass. Glass was never an option.
Yeah, I throw that shit in the trash, but now I feel like an asshole by you saying
you
that.
should,
Yes,
and you should.
And
Absolutely should. And I hope that you still do.
Which I will start stop doing that because I saw it at your house. You had while we were docking tails, you had a fucking glass.
I actually have dog tails, and then I have wine bottles. It's like it's neck and neck right there.
We're starting a business.
Yeah. Dog cycling. Bring your dogs.
Doctails.org.
.org. Shout out to doctails.org.
Yes.
Not there yet, but it's gonna be. Yes.
It's a possibility.
Just hashtag it.
We're gonna have that building one day. We keep
everyone needs everyone needs to recycle their dog tails.
Yes.
Bring back the rabbit feet. That's all I'm saying. It's lucky. Everything's lucky.
Yes. Yes.
Everything that's alive, it's still, I mean, three-legged rabbits, what's up?
Yeah.
Shout out to three-legged rabbits. But yeah, so I was just like super enamored with that. And then I got back and I was like, okay, I left New York when I was 25
ish,
about to be, like 20, between 23, 25. I don't know the exact timeline.
Right.
I'll have to go back on my database and like figure out my own shit. But like, yes.
Go back on your MySpace page.
How about everyone else that's listening goes back and list what happened to them between the ages of 20 and 25.
Right.
It was in that age bracket. I just remember the day that I left, I was like, I had to get a ride home from a club.
Right.
Because my friend got too drunk to drive. Well, no one in New York has a car.
Correct.
So she got some guy. I had my bag behind a bar, which is impossible to do. Also, I left with like one bag because I was like, I'm so sick of this place. Plotting.
Right.
And then some guy that my friend was trying to fuck was like, I'll bring you home and I'll bring you to the airport. And I was like,
Right.
That's why when I write my book says,
suspect.
No one that loves you brings you to the airport.
Right.
It's just true. It's like, it's either a love or hate. It's just, it's a vendetta. But.
So you didn't make it to the airport?
Oh, I got there.
Okay, sweet.
I got there.
Right.
But it was 19 degrees.
Right.
And I left my jacket behind, my boot, like everything behind. I had one carry-on bag. And I was like, I'm fucking out of here. This is my only way.
And you came back home?
Yep.
Damn.
I sure did. And I remember looking, the guy had a convertible, by the way, and it was 19 fucking degrees outside.
Right, because, of course, that's like the best way to ride around.
Oh, absolutely. When you're trying to fucking 20-somethings.
Right. Was he like an older man?
Oh.
Durr. He
was midlife crisis-esque.
Right, he had a convertible, duh.
Yeah.
He was driving around in a convertible on a 20-year-old.
Oh, and you know that bitch was rented.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, dude, I'm in the Gaslight District. I'm going to fucking ride this motherfucker to the end. I was in the back seat of a convertible.
Nice.
Never forget. And then my friend Kimberly, shout out to you, Kim, because she's a fucking psycho and she knows that.
Yes.
She was like, oh, he's nice. He's nice. And I was like,
He'll take you to the airport safely.
Yeah, so
get you there.
So safe. It was so fucking safe. And he's like, are you not going to give me a kiss? And I was like,
wow.
Besos for my lover.
Wow.
Peace.
So that was the payback, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
And I was like, dude, I'm never fucking looking back. I left all my shit.
Yeah.
Every fucking thing. I knew that night, though. Like, I was like, this is the one. This is the done deal.
That's it.
And I was like, if I can get this guy to get me a fucking ride home, I'm out. Like, I spent my last of my savings. I paid my rent to my roommate, who I'm so cool with. Shout out, Sarah. Hey, girl.
Yeah.
I was just so overtly done with it. It was just like a sign that I needed to go and
change people, places, things.
Yes, like everyone there is so miserable. I'm sorry, New York, you're fucking misery. Like your misery loves your company, and it's disgusting. And everyone there knows that, and everyone's there is like they're just ants. They're ants in an ant farm, and it's like be a cocoon sometimes. Chill out.
Right.
They don't like when you chill. They don't like when you're like laissez. You know, like they don't like that. So, like, it's like, shut up, hurry up and wait.
No shit.
Just be there, be there, be there, be there. If you are fucking late, you don't even matter. You're nothing.
Right.
And so it did teach me a lot. Like, I wouldn't trade it for the world, but.
It was a great learning experience.
Yeah, because, I mean, I worked in a salon there, and it was like, dude, I was late probably 9 minutes one day. And he's like, just don't even bother. Don't come back.
Huh.
And this was one of the top in the East Village. And I was like, because I had given 3 weeks of my life apprenticing, showing up, you know, like you show up, it's kind of like a hurry up and wait method.
Right.
So you get there, just like modeling. You get there, you might not be their cup of tea. It doesn't matter. Like maybe I'm blonde, maybe I'm not, maybe I'm this, maybe I'm that. It does not matter. You can't take it. Like, you take it with a grain of salt. And this guy had believed in me so much. And I was like, I thought I had it in the bag. And then I was late 9 minutes that day. Well, it was 8 minutes when I got the subway. But when I walked in the door, semantics. And he's like, well, this girl was already waiting. There's a girl sitting there to the nines.
Waiting for you.
Ready to take my place. Like, she's like, hey, bitch, I'm in here for your job. And I was like, hey, bitch, fuck, you're hot.
Damn.
Like, I was so upset. And I was like.
It sounds like a dog-eat-dog world out there.
Oh, it's like
a super fast pace.
Dogs eat tails.
Right, dogs docking tails.
It's a doc ass Martin's motherfucking world. It is so bad. It's like, but it's so good. It's just like.
Well, it kind of brought you into who you are right now. Huh?
It's shown a light on me that I had never seen before. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times, but it
growing pains.
It taught me a lot about, like, you can't be so proud on yourself and ego maniacs be gone, shoe fly, like skedaddle.
Well,
like it's
we get in our own way, right? Normally.
Yes. And especially here, like, and it's not even just here, you know, like it's just people who are good at their job. They think they're so good. There's always someone who can fucking replace. There's someone who can sit right here, right now with me.
I mean, dude.
Like, I am privileged to be here with you. You asked me to be here.
Thank you for being here. And I'm nobody. I'm just a fly on the wall.
Shit. And I'm just a fucking swatter. And you know what? There's always a fly paper going to catch us all.
Yep.
And there's always a mouse waiting to eat that fly.
We fly hard, though. We fly fucking hard.
We fly hard in the taint.
You're like one of the hardest working people I know. And that's no bullshit. Before we were cool, like real cool, like we were friends through JP, I was like, dude, this chick is a fucking savage. And I respect when I see people work in their element, whether it's bartending or their own business. It's just when I see somebody working harder than me, I respect them.
Well, I mean, I can't vouch for JP because he's just flying high in Hawaii.
Yeah, JP's loving life, man.
God, but he's
good
like,
for him.
His biggest decision is like, should my hair be pink or blue today?
Should I actually go to the beach today, or should I just fucking relax?
Should I adopt a new dog, or like, does my little garçon say ho ho?
Yeah.
No, like.
Should I wear sunscreen before I go to the beach, or put it on while I'm there?
Yeah, I will straight up text JP and be like, I am working. Please do not call.
Yeah.
And he'll be like,
he loves
hey,
calling.
bitch.
Yeah, he'll call you straight in the middle. Like if I don't answer his 2 text back to back text, he will call me. What are you doing?
If
and I'm like,
do
I'm
answer
busy.
his text, you're fucked.
Right. Well, because then he calls you anyway. So either way, you're getting a fucking call. It's almost like a warning shot. Like he'll text you twice, call you. What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm working, bro. I got to tell you something. And I'm like, okay.
And he's like, it's the worst. And it's like, what is it? And he's like,
But I love them though. I mean,
got
I've
caramel instead of fudge on my McDonald's sundae, and it's like the machines were working, and I'm like, wow, you lucky bastard.
I've because of him, I got to connect to you, and it's been badass. So thank y'all. Thank you, JP.
Yes.
For connecting me to
Thank you,
Ashley.
Jape. I know
Jape?
Chelsea called Jape. I call him Jape.
Jape.
Sometimes when he's just being a Jape. But
what's your business doing right now? Like your actual company.
So I don't take any new client for the design business. I don't take any new clients like at all during December.
Right.
Because let's just
What are you designing?
interior design, exterior design.
Savage.
I know, right? It seems savage. It's really fun until
Leaving said when we buy a house, she wants you to design it. So I was like, okay, I agree.
want to design all the that's the Leibniz wants.
That's
I mean,
it.
You're there.
It's everything. Yeah. I mean, I suck at designing, so I mean,
I think
have
you
free
did.
range.
I think you did a great job. Round of applause.
I mean, if one day when I get I call it Joe Rogan money, the fuck you money, it'll probably it's gonna look like the grid from Tron. So right now this is like Eric money.
I love it.
So it's like, a bedroom when you're like 12 years old, maybe a little bit older, but
that's what it should be, right?
Well, right. That's what I saw when I moved here.
Whatever you feel, and I'm so proud of you. Like that's what I want my clients to feel, right? Like I go in there and it's like, oh well, here's this. There's just an amount of psychology to it, like
right. Well, you told me that before.
It's all,
and I never thought of that.
The way that it is with bartending, with hair, with design, with like life, service industry, whatever you want to call it. It's just, you have to understand how to read people, and you go in there and it's like, okay, what can you tell me? And then you might have a client that's like, I don't know what I want. Okay.
Here's $50K. What should I do?
And then they show you two very, very vague Pinterest photos.
Right.
Pinterest, is it not the death of us all?
It's very possible.
I think
to
that
live up
Pinterest
to the hype.
might be the Bitcoin of our ages.
Right.
I think that it's like having a heart to heart with death, for me at least. And it helps explain a lot because you and I are so good at like narrowing down, like, let me dissect, like.
Well, yeah, when somebody shows me like a picture of a chick on Pinterest with this crazy looking hair, I'm like, that's not even her hair.
It's like, you want her eyeliner, honey.
Right.
You want her eyeliner.
I'm not a fucking magician.
Right.
Okay? You have short hair. She's got long hair. You don't want to buy extensions.
And you're going to pull her extensions out.
Right. I mean, it's just.
It's legit
it's a little
madness.
Yeah, it's a little bit far-fetched.
And then you can just only put your hand on someone's face so many times.
Right.
And this podcast anyway.
Right.
So it's like, whatever. But you need to be like, hey, is this your face without your body? Like, cut it out, honey.
Right.
Cut it.
Right.
So what do you really, like, what's your realistic
goals?
shit?
Right.
Yes.
Like it's not fair when you show me a picture of, I mean, I don't even know who to compare it to. It's just not fair. Like, you want Zooey Deschanel bangs, but you have a fucked up hairline.
Right, but you cut your bangs to like a centimeter.
I mean, Zooey Deschanel just has the best bangs. I mean, hands down, shout out. And
I cannot stand her.
I mean, yeah.
But yes, her bangs are amazing.
Right. And so when
the more they cover her face, the better. Shout out to that.
Possibility.
Her and Katy Perry can just like.
Right. Well, Katy Perry looks real good with the pixie.
She'd look better if she was like not talking or breathing. Possibly. But that's on me.
She could be a mute.
Is that a death wish?
No.
Okay, I didn't mean that.
No. I mean,
I love some of your songs, Katy Perry.
Right. Katy Perry. So I want to dive into the glass bottles that you've saved.
Let's dive.
Because your business is obviously interior design, but you make candles also, and like tell people about that, because when I found that out, and especially the way you do it, I just thought it blew my mind. So
it blows my motherfucking mind too, because what am I thinking, in the words of JP?
Right.
Who do I think I am? But it was the fact that we don't recycle here glass. Let me the fact that we do not recycle glass here is bizarre. So, and right before COVID, no coincidence, no, the man, I hate the man, but like this could all be some whirlwind of shit. This was not that. It was something that I was planning on conjuring up to, and had on the side of my house just lined up bottles in my attic. And
You're a
from
collector.
the bars. Yeah, it's actually called a hoarder, Eric.
Yes,
so thank you.
But of bottles, alcohol
like
bottles.
I'm the one like cleaning hoarder houses on the side and like doing all that. But
who would have ever known? Where do you find the time?
I didn't until our little friend called quarantine came.
Gotcha.
And I was like, what the fuck? You know, I can't sit still. So
Right.
I was like, let me just like meditate deep and think about what the fucking actual fuck I'm gonna do with my shit. And I had always wanted to do a candle business because I had these great, like, I've always been a fan of lit matches smell.
Right.
And
right.
gasoline, diesel,
Right. Pyro.
cut grass, holler if you hear me. And then,
Chill.
yeah, it just like all those weird smells. And I was like, I remember one night I was so fucked up with a girl that is one of our mutual friends'
Right on.
wives.
Right.
And I just had like one of those like fucked up breakdowns. Like, I think this is like what I want to, like, I just had this passion. And this was like way before COVID and anything like that. We were very close.
One of those random Saturdays.
Yes, it was like a very random on a Tuesday
Okay.
night.
Yeah, there you go.
She was definitely not a lesbian, but it was like I am. So like it was amazing. And we were talking. She's like, "Tell me your dreams." I'm like, "Oh, you don't care." And I just took it as an opportunity to like project myself.
Right.
So I don't know what fucking prompted me to like be so close to her and tell her about this. And she's like, "That's a fucking great," you know, everyone.
Right.
That's
right.
on.
They love your ideas.
Yes,
when they're
everyone
into
at
you.
that
Yeah.
point. And at 3
You're gonna
a.m.
make it.
Oh yeah, bitch. And I was like, "No, I'm not." Listen, let's just call her
Susie.
Susie. Let's call her Susie.
Sounds like a Susie.
Sue. Listen, I'm not being that drunk person. I'm not. I think you're beautiful. I think this idea is great. And I've never told anyone this, what actually was true. I had never told anyone that
She
before.
was the first.
Mm-hmm. She was my first.
There you go.
My first that I told this to.
Right.
And
right,
so
right.
in her eyes, I mean, she was my first.
Right. Shout
Whatever
out.
it took. Shout out
Cherry
to
poppers.
Sue. Shoo. Shout out to the Bonables.
Yep.
Yeah, but your wedding was beautiful. It was gorgeous, and so are you. And like, you know,
So that started like your
it
quest.
was. I was just like, dude, hell yeah. And then, lo and behold, I don't know if that made like the whole COVID thing go, but
Right.
like
Right.
it was just foreshadowing at that point. And so I'm sitting around, I had like 3 clients at the time for design. And then, because July, like any spring, summer months for design, it's like everyone's trying to be about to show off and then
Right.
all
right.
that.
Right.
Or right at the embarking upon and then like right after. It's just like slow, just like hair.
Right.
And, you know, everyone wants to look cute for the holidays, cute for this. When's the graduation? Whatever. And so all of a sudden I was like stunned, like everyone else in this world, with what the fuck do I do now? I have to pivot. And I'm not really tech savvy.
Right.
And so I
Same.
didn't know. Yeah. I mean,
Same.
hello. Hi. Hey.
Yeah. Fucking help me.
And help us God. And so I was like, I had always been spending so much money on candles out of my design budget. And I didn't understand, like, why am I spending? I mean, people don't get it about design and staging. They just think, Better Homes and Gardens
Right.
and like HGTV.
Right.
Yo, a candle, a good ass candle. Joanna Gaines is like my, if I could, I would, mentor or wife.
Right. Both.
What up, Joanna?
Shout out.
I'll take you in, Chip, any goddamn day. Magnolia Farms, here I come. I will shovel shit all day for your ass. But I digress. I'm just saying, it's like, yo, everyone has a candle. Leanne fucking Rhymes has a candle. What?
Right. She doesn't make them, though, like you.
She claims to. She hopes you dance as well. But it's just like, it is what it is. And I just saw out there, like, candles I'm spending $40 to $60 a pop for. Glass I've been saving up.
Right.
Let me figure out how to cut this shit. We have no actual place for cutting recycling glass, and that's where it goes back to. So I like got a few people together and reached out, figured some shit out. It was not easy. And then that's why I go to the glass half full, which is a whole other thing. They had how do I say this? Their parents' money.
Right.
And that probably would be like a cut right there.
Right.
But they're amazing. Love them. Thank you, Fran. Thank you, Max. But like at the same time, fuck you.
Right.
Because they get bulldozers and ballers, shot callers, 26 blades on the Impalas, whatever.
Right.
Like they get it all. And they started in their backyard. I started in mine. They reached out to me and I was like, okay, well, let's work together. I was giving them candles. They were giving me vessels.
At this point, you were making your own candles.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
I still am. And so I'm hand filling, hand cutting, cleaning every single thing by hand. So this is like hours at a time to clean about 40 bottles. Like if you picture wine bottles, liquor bottles, whatever you want to say. Trader Joe's sparkling water if you don't drink. Shout out Trader Joe's. Right. But if you're doing anything that you're cleaning, it's an hour just to soak the bottle to get the label off. So then you have people donating stuff. I'm having them drop it off to my actual house.
Wow.
And yogurt, weed yogurt, shout out to We. They follow me. They're great. They've donated some, but bless up.
Thank you.
But it's so much harder than it seems. And then you have people like the Glass Half Full who are just like, it's amazing what they're doing, but it's just, I don't have that nonprofit shit. You know what I mean? Like, I am not.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I'm actually doing it like
you're a woman show.
Yeah, I am a one-woman show, but I have hired. I have people like they have volunteers. I don't want to compare it to a cult, and I hope that they would hear this one day. But like I've talked to them. Hopefully. Oh, they will. But it's not fair to me that they get to don't drop.
Dude, I caught that bitch.
I saw that.
Shout out Saints. You need to
shout out to the hands.
I don't like football. Anyway.
I mean, I don't want to get all like preachy about the man, but like it's just.
I mean, I think it's pretty impressive. When I saw your workshop, I was already impressed with you just as a person in general. Like you've always influenced me in a lot more ways than you knew. Not just trying to make your head big, but just to see like the meticulous detail that you, and that's when I realized we have a lot in common. I was like, her fucking workshop it's organized, but unorganized at the same time. But the way you have everything set up, I was like, yeah, she gets it.
An organized mass, if you will.
Yeah. Organized chaos.
I just want it to be like, I would love to put it on for like, just any, like I have my niece and nephew do stuff, and just anyone who's out of a job, anyone who like wants work, that wants to contribute to the community. Like I've gotten reached out to by the new, like Times-Picayune, WGNO, you know, like Sydney Torres.
That's awesome, dude.
Not even name dropping, but it's like, I can't fit the supply to that demand at this point because I don't want to kind of go back on my belief of like what makes it easy, what makes it hard. And Like it would, yes, it would be so nice if I could say every field trip was here to clean my bottles.
Right.
Amazing.
Right.
Perfect.
Right.
But I'm not them. And not to single anyone out, the only other glass recycling company, I started glass recycling. So I'm just letting everyone know. But I'm so glad that they're getting it done.
Right.
And that they can bulldoze all the things that I could make into beautiful things. That's amazing to me. So
right. Well, that's the whole point, right? Like you're turning one man's trash per se into someone else's treasure, correct? And that's pretty badass. I don't have that kind of talent.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I mean, you know, but like, where is it taking you right now? Because like when I went over to help you dock these puppies,
but it always goes back to the puppy tails.
Goddamn dogs. Goddamn tails. But like now you have like your own. You're working out of another building. Yeah. Right. So you're moving on up.
Hmm. I got
self-made.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shit. Yes. It's. I have a very supportive. It just had to be the right fit, and I mean, ideally, of course, it would be like a warehouse or you know,
well, we talk
something
about that
we like. Yeah. It would be a perfect plethora of like everything, like to combine all talents of all. Doesn't even matter. It's not even about race or age. It's just like work hard, you know,
right.
Care about what you do and want to do it. Show the fuck up. Like just show the fuck up. It doesn't matter what it is. Just be there. If you don't want to be there, then don't go. Don't waste my time. Don't waste Eric's time. Don't waste anyone's motherfucking time because I've been invested, just like you were talking about, like circle back to the bar thing. Do you think I really cared about all those bars I worked at?
I think you cared in a sense that you wanted to have your own thing.
Yeah, because I did what I had to fucking do.
Right.
And every single minute that someone put me on their payroll or under their wing, I said, wow, this person fucking believes in me for some reason because they believed in you enough to hire you. Right. It doesn't mean, I mean, that's absolutely 100% not true because I've worked on bourbon before.
Right.
And let's just face it, it's a revolving door. But I always put, when you have nothing to ever believe in, you just need to believe that someone believes in you. And that's sometimes all it takes. And that's what separates the men from the boys, right? Like that's what separates like where we're going with an empire versus like, do you want to just like run your own franchise of a Smoothie King forever? Right. Shout out to Smoothie King, no offense. Right. But like, I'm real fruit, you're frozen. So no hate, no shade. Yep, but I have choked on a few like things I thought were bananas before, and I'm very scared of that. It's very scary.
Well, the bananas, I used to work at Smoothie King. They actually, for the smoothies to be sweet, they have to almost be rotten.
Stop it.
So
I know.
You know, there's like a little chart. They start off like we're like fresh bananas, and then the browner, the better, meaning like the sweeter. Dude. So when you're making smoothies, people, the browner, the better.
You're nasty. Yeah. You're nasty. Yes. That's why I do not drink smoothies. One of the first crushes of my life worked at Smoothie King, and
shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it was.
I used to get a lot of play at Smoothie King, but I mean, it was just. I think they just liked the way that I made their smoothies. I don't think it was like.
Oh right, it was just a smoothie. So I think that like there was in that era, it was like a smoothie thing. It was like, is the Smoothie King my smoothie god?
Well, it was new, right? Like, you know, oh yeah, I drank Smoothie King, and people were like, oh, I'm fucking fit, but really, it was just like a lot of fat people going to Smoothie King. There was like never like, I mean, you see like a few jacked up people, but that they were gonna be jacked whether they drank smoothies or you know ate Taco Bell.
Oh my god, we used to skip school and go to Smoothie King and be like, yum, yes, smoothie, and it was just like, what are we even fucking doing right now? Like, I don't even know. It was just like, it was the cool thing, like styrofoam cup.
So I know you, last time we talked, you hired 2 assistants, and are they working out or not working out? Because we both, I hired an assistant, I love her, but we were talking about, you know, when you're finally like needing someone else to help you, How has that been working out?
Q King's a Leon song.
I've
Yeah.
been done.
Someone like you.
Ew, yeah.
So fucking disgusting. Let me just fucking say.
Well, it's hard to find people that work hard like you.
Yeah. Don't
Or
make
in
this
general.
don't make this about me, Eric.
Well, just in general,
It
hard
was
workers.
yes.
Finding somebody that gives a fuck about your thing like you do, or per se any other business, it's hard.
But it's like, can we just make this a whole thing about how do you go about tricking somebody? I don't care if it's your future employer, employee, fiance, Garcia,
Fiancé.
like whatever. Like, I don't under fucking stand how someone can be like, sell you something and not follow through. Like, I understand that shit fucks up life,
Right.
whatever. But like, you're gonna like dedicate your time to fucking shit up.
Right.
That is beyond me. Like, it is wild. But that goes back to the age-old tale, or tell-all, or Roman nomenclature, whatever the fuck you want to say. You're stupid. Like, it's
Right,
just so
right.
fucking dumb. Like,
So they didn't work out
no. And it's so, you give a
because they were very promising. I remember you reading me some of the what do you call those? Fucking
scrolls,
no. Like what did somebody give you?
excuses, quotes,
No, like when a resume.
bullshit.
Yeah,
Oh,
fucking
that
resume. Yeah, and like,
that
hey,
was-
I'm really good at this and that.
more
It was
like a resume.
right.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
When you have a typo in your resume and I say,
and you caught it.
you didn't know where you lived,
Right.
honey.
Maybe they were in like
I see
transition.
you, girl. Yeah, that's where my head goes. No, Eric, we cannot think of it like that.
Right.
It's called, you're ridiculous. Like, stop it. And so then I'm like, okay, well, and then they send me all these certificates. Bro, I could print out a million different things. I'm better at Photoshop than you, Miss Madame.
Right,
Like,
right. And you gave him a chance though. Like you gave him the benefit of the
it's called
doubt.
the benefit of the motherfucking doubt. It's called cry about it.
Right,
Don't
right.
even fucking go there. And then I'm like, you're embarrassing. And then they're just like,
And that's somebody representing your business that you're working.
when you're screenshotting me shit with the Photoshop logo, like with it on the top, girl, honey, sweetheart, no.
Right.
Like, it's just so embarrassing. And like, I'm in tears, but not like my normal kind, like my period tears.
right.
It was like, I'm just embarrassed for you because I'm just laughing. Thank you for, I paid for those good laughs. You're welcome. Like, you're welcome.
They cost
Thank you.
per week.
They call. I was like, it's fine. It's winter's coming, and my sleeves are just like so full of like joy, and it's just so fucking pathetic. And I wanted to believe so bad. First and foremost, never ever bring your fucking boyfriend to an interview. Never.
Right.
Don't do it.
Right. Shout out.
Shout out to anyone the fuck out there. If you're thinking about it right now and you're just like, well, he supports me and like I borrow his car. I don't give a fuck if you share a dog. I don't give a chop your dog's tail in half. I'll be there for you.
Right.
Shout out to
I'll help
that
you dock
shit.
it.
I will literally send you a bucket in the mail with a candle inside to burn the smell. There's no smell, by the way. Just fucking don't do it. So don't do that. Do your own fucking thing. And so this girl in particular, I already knew better. I've hired enough people in my life, but you just always want to believe.
Right.
Just always want to
Right.
believe.
You wanna.
Oh, you just want to believe. And then it was like, no. I literally bought so much pizza just so I could never hear them each talk because I was so done with it. And then I just put it on. Like, maybe people that are good behind the scenes are good at that stuff.
Right. No.
No say. No.
Nope. No mas.
No mas more.
That's it.
No.
So
No.
are you? Did you get rid of them? Did you have to let them go, so to speak?
So to speak. Parting is such sweet sorrow because how do you fuck up a candle, Eric? How? There's a thing, and I know that, like, shout out to candle makers. It is fucking hard out here for a motherfucking candle pimp. And the best of the best will tell you that. And I'm no Leanne Rhymes. Definitely not. But
Shout out.
I do love to dance. But I'm not, like, I don't think I'm the best of anything. I just know that I took something and ran with it.
And it's doing very well.
Thanks. But I know my place in the world. I'm not fucking Martha Stewart. I'm not whatever. I just know that when I run a fucking business, it's a tight ship. Like, I don't run I'm not a dick. I lead by example.
Well, you ran the bars like that too, though. And that's what I'm saying. Like, just you have that work ethic instilled in you since I've seen you working at the bars.
Yeah, thank you.
So I can only imagine that your own business is a little even.
Yeah, and I feel like it's even keel. Like, I knew my dog was having babies. Like, I plan for shit. Like, I can go and serve these 9 to 10 dogs. I can do this. I can do this. I can do that. Not everyone's like us. They're not multitaskers. People need schedules, and that's fine. But it's like, if I give you one job.
Right. Fucking do it.
To not have a wick. Have we all seen a candle in this room?
Right.
Have we all seen a motherfucking candle? And I see a candle going,
yeah, the wick was longer than the stick.
The wick?
And it didn't make sense.
When I say was a loaded gun, it's, if you can just picture, if you can hold your hand and, like, if you're putting on a condom or if you don't, I don't care.
Right.
If you're making, like, where your finger touches your fucking thumb, and then you picture that as the candle top, and then you put a wick, should go through the center. But no, not to Generation Z, no.
No.
I can give you 8 hours, and guess what I get? Boop. The freaking wick, the thing that burns inside of a candle, the center, the base, the core of a fucking the thing that makes a candle is just leaned.
Lean with a
rock with it, all up on the side. I keep one in my office right now that says childish regrets. I will never, ever take it down because it's like, how and why?
Right.
Why? There were many more things, but it was just like, they thought that it was a game. And it's like, my livelihood is a game. But as far as Gen Z goes, or just, it could be it's not even Generation Z, because I'm sure there's, like, some good ass people out there. I just haven't met them yet.
Right.
But, like, my niece and nephew are 11 years old. More badass than most people I've met. So it's just how you're raised and just, like, whatever. But I digress on that. It's not me being judgy. It's just the fact that they don't have a passion for what they do.
Right. Well,
and so, like, do it and do it and do it well, or don't do it. Don't do it. No one asked you. And this girl's asking just to even, like, sink in the knife. Not actual knife, but, like, just sink it in. She's like, well, my cousin, when I hired this girl, it's so funny. She's like, well, the girl who brought her boyfriend to the thing, she's like, well, we both have a dog, fresh, 22? I don't even fucking know. She's like, well, oh yeah, girl, bestie, whatever. Doing this with her nails.
Right.
I can't even do it because, like, I've already been 20 something. That will never happen again. Maybe not till I'm 40. Shout out to 40. But, like, she's like, well, I just, we can totally get on HGTV. We can do all this. And I was like,
right.
you can't even make a letterhead, yo.
Right,
like,
right. You
what?
can't even put a fucking wick inside of a candle correctly,
Dude, and then after, I knew it then. And then after it, I was like, I didn't even want her to touch candles, but I was like,
Right.
yes. And then, yeah, after I saw the wick thing, I was like,
Supposed to be helping you
Mademoiselle.
further your business better.
Mademoiselle,
yeah.
you were scared to touch it. And it was, but there's like, and then that's what Megan said, our friend. She's like, oh, because there wasn't enough of these damn silver things. It's like a little silver thing that separates.
Right.
It sits on the edges. It's like the top of a can if you took a can top off. And then there's like a hole in the middle so the wick can go straight through the top. And she's like, oh, guess there wasn't enough of these hundreds of things. And I was like, girl, I know. It's just like, it's absolutely pathetic. And so then I had to text her and be like, this is you put dishonor on our family. You put, this is, I didn't say that, obviously. I'm not Mulan, but like, bless it.
Damn.
But I was
sneezes.
like, I know, you're allergic to the bullshit. So am I.
Dude, yeah.
That's why I take my allergy pills every day because I can't be sneezing on these hoes.
Yeah.
I don't have the time, Eric.
Should have sneezed on her. Oh, maybe she would have.
I did, and she was like, "Bestie, I love it."
What?
And I was like, "Sis." And then I walked out the room. Have you ever walked out the room and an employee and like heard them talk shit about you?
Yes.
Isn't it the best?
Yes.
Don't huck a loogie about it.
I know.
It's the truth.
It's kind of true.
Oh my God. It's literally like the nanny cam of our ages. I love it. Sorry for my clapping, but it literally, it brings me so much joy.
Well,
and I'm like, that's me stomping up the side. Blue. Sorry.
Stomping.
Blue even
out,
see, even Blue can see it, but these kids, nope.
Yeah, Gen Z. It's a little
it's a little
generic. Not even really.
Zap, like I want to kill you.
Right.
Not like in a death way, but like.
So where can like people get your candles right now?
Oh, so you can get my candles that are actually wicked perfectly.
Right. By you.
By me, myself, and Irene.
Yep. Good movie. Shout out.
Oh, Jim Scary. Well, we're on Etsy right now. And you can get them from the website, noveldesignola.com. Novel, like the book, but better, like the actual definition. Novel. Design, like the thing I do. NOLA, New Orleans,
right.
Louisiana.com. Noveldesignola.com. You can click on Novel Candles, or you can go to Etsy, Novel Design Home shop.
Right.
And we're trying to get off of Etsy, but we're going to be on Etsy through the spring.
Right. Well, I know you've been like super busy, so
yeah.
You just I know you have like a lot of bigger things happening.
Big shit popping.
Yeah, big shit popping.
And little shit dropping.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's true. But I mean, with the shipping crisis and all that shit, like, oh my God, I could do a whole entire hour about Etsy, but I no one wants to hear about all that. I could just read Etsy messages all day.
Yeah. Well,
this isn't recycled enough.
Right. Yeah. People love talking shit about shit they don't know how to do.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. It's so good.
Where can they find? Where else can they find you at? Is that basically?
I mean, we do local, obviously, pick up and drop off free, and then like anywhere within 20 miles of the Greater New Orleans area, and then.
And what about the so your interior design business? You're not taking any new people right now?
No new clients until next year.
Okay. Yeah, because you got to finish everybody.
We can't do anything else between, I mean, after last year, it was like, no way, Jose.
Right.
And
that's pretty exciting, though, to start your own thing during, quote unquote, COVID, right?
Yeah.
And now almost 2 years.
Yeah. It is. It is wild. It is
pretty fucking wild.
It would have, and it's crazy because when we were talking about like getting, you try to be proactive about stuff and like try to be an adult and try to make everything work for everybody, but you just never know who you're gonna get. So
right.
it's good that you're doing your thing.
Right. We
and
can't please
y'all
everybody.
doing y'all thing. Yeah. It's everyone's always, I mean, not to be a pessimist, but like people are shit. So
Yeah. I mean, well, not everybody's going to like us. And that's something I had to learn the hard way.
light a candle for my ass. Okay, bitches. I swear. I'm allergic to my own shit. So it's like.
Yeah. She's actually really allergic to the
highly.
Yeah, like the candle. Like you're technically allergic to it, right?
Yeah. I have pictures. It's very bad.
Yeah. So she's even more savage being allergic to making her own.
I was masking up before it was fucking cute, and it fucking sucks. But I hate it. I'd be in a bubble suit.
Right.
Like but now it's kind of like you grow immunities to it. I'm kind of allergic to my own dogs too. So. Yeah,
my mom is too. I'm big, huge dogs. If they lick me, I'll start breaking out.
Oh, your favorite thing. That's so rad.
Big dogs licking me. Yes. Well,
that's
Ashley,
nasty.
Thank you for coming on finally.
Thank you.
For real. We practiced once before when I first started. I don't even know what the hell I was starting.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, and I look forward to having you on again. Next time, it'll be sometime next year. Hopefully, and hopefully
Don't
your business.
Don't say that like we're old.
Dude, I know, but I'm excited for your business.
I'm excited for yours,
and
bro.
Everybody can reach out to you on all the info you gave.
Novel Design NOLA. Follow, and follow again, like the leader.
There you go.
Just do it like Nike.
All right, guys.
Shout out to Nike.
Shout out Nike, sponsor.
I need some shoes.
Yep. So guys, I appreciate y'all listening in. Hope y'all got a lot out of it. I know I did. And we'll catch y'all next time. So have a good night. Thank you. Bye.